Thanks for coming back to London Centuries, the human powered journeys channel, as you know. And this is a proper London Century we're doing now. I reckon a London Century, right, is a human powered journey of at least 100 miles, either starting or finishing in London, okay? In which case, this one is a proper London Century. Gonna try and find out how long it takes to get to Land's End and back. So from Big Ben down to the furthest tip of Cornwall and back again, as non-stop as possible, which should work out at just over 1,000 kilometers, I think. And this is an audax organised by Kingston Wheelers, so I'm just off to the start, which is down in Wimbledon. So I'm just leaving London on a Wednesday evening. I think the time on Big Ben just then, if you caught it, I think it was just after 8 o'clock, and the start down in Wimbledon is 10. I'm a bit early actually. It's because I'm feeling nervous and anxious and wanted to get going. It's quite a nice evening, it's a bit humid. I reckon there's going to be a few showers. So it's Wednesday evening, as I was saying. So how quickly can this be done then? I don't know. I'm hoping, look, I'm going to say this now because I probably won't have the guts to say it in a few hours time. I'm hoping to get back, if I could get back for Saturday morning, that would be absolutely incredible. I think Saturday afternoon is a bit more likely, as long as it's before Saturday evening. I want to do this within 70 hours. The closer I can get to 60, the better, but that's a pretty stretch goal, I reckon. Might turn out to be hopelessly unrealistic. We'll see. So just coming up to Wimbledon Common, and I'll be at the start in a couple of minutes. Obviously going to be setting off in the dark, so I think this is going to be quite an adventure. Look, I might not record much of the first dark overnight bit, but the plan is to get down to the southwest, obviously Devon, up and over Dartmoor, not avoiding it at all, but going right over the top. But that's going to be at least, well, I would have thought 12 hours away, something like that, I don't know. It'll be light by then. So, made it to the start anyway. Okay, so here we are, setting off. London, Land's End, London. Heading out through the suburbs of southwest London. Rains Park and Berrylands and stuff. Heading southwest. Feels like it's going to be a warm, sticky night. Well, we're a few hours in now. On the way to Winchester. Ooh. Winchester, I do believe. 1:30 in the morning. Okay, so how's it going so far? Well, I think I went off a bit too quick actually. Not feeling fantastic, not feeling awful, but not feeling fantastic. Take it a bit easy, I think, and just chug for a few hours, see if I can get through the night all right. It's going to be sunrise soon, somewhere on Salisbury Plain, I think. Good morning. It's turning into a lovely morning. But I'm not feeling great. I haven't eaten enough. Garmin's telling me I've burnt through more than 6,000 calories so far. Oh, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, by the way. So I've been riding all night. 6,000 calories or something, and what have I eaten? I had a samosa and a punnet of blueberries at a petrol station. Maybe one or two little bits and bobs, you know, but basically not very much. I'm not good at these late night starts, you see. I'm a morning person. So I put loads of caffeine in my water bottles, caffeine tablets. I think that was a mistake. Just not used to it. Beautiful ride though. Well, some time's gone by now. It's 9 o'clock now. Feeling a little bit better, pleased to say. Mostly because I ate something. So things are looking up a little bit. I realise I haven't told you much about my plan, so I'm going to do that in a bit, I think. But at the moment I'm coming through the Blackdown Hills towards Honiton, where I'm going to stock up on water, maybe get a bite to eat as well, I don't know. It's not a control, the next control's at Exeter. And here's Honiton. Well, time is going by now, and started the climb up to Dartmoor from Exeter. Did I say that we're going up and over the top of Dartmoor? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember what I said or not. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of climbing the next couple of hours. Dartmoor is so beautiful. I like it so much. And I particularly love this hill. Up towards Dockham. For those of you that know it, it's an absolute classic. Tour of Britain used to come up here. Ah, it's a killer. Oh yeah, I was going to say something about the plan, wasn't I? Oh dear, left that a bit late. Well, I've got reservations at 2 travel lodges. One in St Austell for the way down there towards Land's End. One in Exeter for the way back. I'm going to try and use them as minimally as possible, but I think I'm going to have to use them. Woo! Coming down the hill now from Dockham towards Morton Hampstead, and there's I know this road really well. Some lovely hairpins about to come up. Woo! Coming up on top of the moor now. Dartmoor ponies all over the place. Hello ponies. The reason I thought this ride would be a good one to do is that I'm planning for it to be like the last big one before PBP, because PBP is about 5 weeks away now, end of August, late August, and because this one is, you know, this Land's End jaunt is obviously a hard ride, I thought it would be good psychologically. Oh yeah, that was all that malarkey about target times and everything, so I figured if I could do this in a reasonable time, it would set me up feeling confident for PBP, you see. Because PBP is 1,200 kilometres, this one's 1,000, so it's quite a good test. I think I just said that. I can't remember how much elevation gain PBP has. This has 12,000 meters, that is, of which I've done roughly 4,500, I think, today. Look, it's the sea! It's my first sight of the sea. So came down off the moor, into Tavistock, out the other side, across the Tamar into Cornwall, Gunnis Lake. Oh my word, the mother of all the hills coming out of Gunnis Lake. Just went on forever. And I've been crossing inland Cornwall, now approaching St Austell, I think, I hope. Well, I'm in St Austell looking for the travel lodge. 7:20. That was the hardest 400k I've ever ridden in my life. Oh, hang on, Is it down here? Whoa, made it. Okay, I got to get some proper food and figure out how long I'm gonna rest here. Tomorrow's a big day as well. Fast forward, it's 2:57 in the morning. Alarm went at 2:30. Time to go. Maybe I've been too, what's the word? Indulgent. I indulged myself. Too much rest, too much sleep. So I've got to get back on the road. I've got to get cycling. I've got to get to Land's End. 4 stages today. Land's End, and then back along the north coast of Cornwall, Newquay and Padstow and places, and then end up in Exeter this evening. Have another quick rest, back to London. That's the plan. So here we go, we're underway, heading from St Austell down to Land's End, following signs of Truro at the moment. Sky's beginning to have a bit of light in it now. It's still very early. I just got hit in the face by a bat. Wasn't looking where it was going. Silly bat. Anyway, this stage down to Land's End from St Austell should come out just under 90 kilometers. Hilliest stage of the ride so far. You know, the Garmin calculates how many hills there are. It's always very hit and miss, bit rubbish, as Garmin's are. But this 90k stage apparently has 14 hills in it. They're not as big as they were yesterday. There's lots of them. But it's properly light now, isn't it? And it's just the Cornish country lanes. There's lots of orange in the sky behind me. Sun's up. Yeah, there we go. The sun is up for today. St Michael's Mount in the early morning. Pretty good scenery this morning, isn't it? Penzance Harbour. Getting there. Here we go. That's it. I suppose we'd better take a picture somewhere. So from Big Ben to Land's End was 533 kilometres, 35 hours. I think it's not very good at all. I shouldn't have stopped so long at that hotel in St Austell last night, should I? Could have cut that right down. Oh well. Anyway, time to go home now. So that was 7:45 at Land's End, and now I'm looking for breakfast because I'm absolutely starving. Well, the cafe at Land's End Airport is open, although it doesn't have very much for breakfast. Just came through hail, and thinking about my time on this ride. So absolutely lovely ride. I'm really enjoying it now. But I'm not going very quick. I think I should try and speed things up a bit somehow. Sea's on that side now. Got the wind on my back. It's quite pleasant. Bit of classic north coast of Cornwall scenery here, isn't it? Portreath. Another nice beach. So the route is heading along the north coast of Cornwall. Been to Newquay, now going to Padstow. And then from Padstow, winds its way back inland towards, back into Devon again. And not over Dartmoor, avoids Dartmoor, goes back to Exeter that way. Here we are, coming to Padstow now. Gonna get the ferry over the rock. Back inland again now. I had to wait ages for the ferry. Lost nearly an hour there because it was low tide. Anyway. Oh yeah, and I got a puncture that the sealant isn't fixing. Always a gamble with tubeless, isn't it? So it's a few minutes later now. I stopped again and put a bit more air in. And it looks like, fingers crossed, maybe it is holding. Maybe the tubeless gamble's gonna pay off this time. Actually, I think I know why it is. Because I put the air in at the top of a very, very long descent. And coming down into Launceston, really long, steady, fast descent. And I reckon the wheels spinning so fast for a long time, I went on and on and on and on. Probably forced the sealant into the little hole. Did a really good job of it. Okay, here we go. Launceston. Last control before Exeter. Oh, it's the River Tamar again. So crossing out of Cornwall back into Devon. London, London. Very, very, very good route. Because we're kind of skirting the northern edge of Dartmoor this time. Look, there it is up ahead. You see that in the distance? Hope you can get a glimpse. The big hills. Yeah, there you go. Just realised I haven't been doing many time checks today, have I? I know it's 6:45 at Launceston. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm not wearing my watch today. And I'm trying to save the battery on the Garmin by not touching the screen. Oh look, it's 7:30 now, you can see on the church clock here in Oakhampton. You can tell that the light is beginning to go, can't you? And I'm still not in Exeter. Last signpost I saw, 19 miles. I've been going since 3 o'clock this morning, haven't I? Oh, hello. Oh, you're still there. A little bit of time's gone by. So, Exeter. I did get there. Travel Lodge. Did get there. So, got there at 9. Got there at 9:20. It's now, I think it's about midnight midnight. So I was there 3 hours. I'm just leaving right now. I'm tired. In the Blackdown Hills now. I've been through Honiton.
5:20 in the morning. My eyes kept closing and I was weaving across the road. Bad scene. I found this petrol station with coffee. So that's good. I've had coffee and hot chocolate because it's really cold. Feeling much better for having got that coffee down inside me and hot chocolate too. Tell you what, never much liked riding across Somerset in the past, and that's changing. I've always found it pretty boring. It's a really nice bit on the way to Salisbury now. Quite a long way to go, mind, but chugging along steadily. Tired. Long way, this London thing. Oh yeah. You know what I said at the beginning about I wanted to get back ideally by lunchtime Saturday. Phew, blimey. A load of old rubbish. Completely impossible. If I can get back to the start, Wimbledon, before dark, I'll be happy with that, I think. Salisbury, here we come. Salisbury town centre. Just as it starts to rain. Wet. English villages in the rain in July. July. Yeah, you guessed it, Kingston Bridge. Yeah, because some time went by there, didn't it? And I wasn't videoing because it's been raining non-stop. And also it was Wokingham, Bracknell, Ascot, all that business. The stuff that gets edited out of videos. Remember this? Well, so I went to the start and dropped off my brevet card and everything, my receipts, show where I'd been. Now popping back to Big Ben. Remember this? I've been in a parallel universe for the last 3 days, so I kind of don't. Like, I sat down and had a few cups of tea back at the Scout Hut. And when I tried to stand up, I'm very wobbly, very wobbly. So look, we're nearly there, and my knees are killing me. My bum, I won't even start on my bum. London, London. It's quite a long way. Very big thanks to Daniel and everybody at the start, and Richard who worked out the route, and everyone at Kingston Wheelers for an absolutely top-notch event. There was loads of food and drink at the finish as well, which is much appreciated. I think that was a completely first-class audax event. Tough as nails. Hopefully it's going to make PvP feel easy. That's the plan anyway. So London lands in London in 3 days. Wednesday it's, because it's 24/7 on, Saturday evening. Voice is going croaky. And what have we got? 1,089 kilometers from here to there to back again. 71 hours. Total ascent 13,784 meters. There's a lot of climbing down in Cornwall. top-notch event. Thanks ever so much, Kingston Wheelers, absolutely brilliant. Pity about the rain. I'm going home for a shower because I smell bad.